Hello, I'm ND War and I'm playing Kerbal Space Program. So, gonna head straight into rocket developments. Playing around with some of the rocket designs, ship designs, and I mean I've got some really mad stuff in here now, getting kind of crazy. Large crew lander. I believe this is the one. Yes. Look at this thing. And I was building this, and one of my friends kindly pointed out that I've built it kind of wrong. What I really want to do is leave this on the surface of the moon with an antenna for some later missions. Talk about missions actually. So I'm going to build a new ship. I've got an idea, something he told me about called asparagus staging. It's featured in one of the tutorials apparently, but I've never done the tutorials. Yeah, Fairy 2 tutorials, visual surveys of the moon, science data from the surface of the moon. I've got an active one that I'm just going to give up. This one. Yeah, and that one, because I don't think I'm ever going to get around to doing them. Temperature scans of the moon. I've got tons of time to do them in, so that's not too bad. Explore Ike. I have no idea where Ike is, so whatever. Minmus, not quite there. Science data from the moon. Visual survey of the moon. And we will do this one because I intend to get to Minmus over the next couple of days. Bullet fuel booster oven flight over Kerbal. Yeah, I'm never gonna. Don't like the hammer, so that's never gonna happen. I'll take that mission as well. Now that does bring my funds up a little bit, so hopefully I'll be able to build not a Minmus, a Mun extraordinaire ship. Start off with new. I'm gonna go with the bigger cockpit. And the idea is I ideally want to leave something behind, but I am kind of guessing here, so maybe not. Stick a parachute on there just to begin with. Then we'll go over to the crew. Now we've got Jebediah back. I'm gonna get rid of. Oh no. Yeah, that's already filled that up, so that's quite good. Oh, we want to go to parts. I and C stuffs, and we want to add on our mobile processing lab. Now we've got ladders coming down the back end of this because yeah, it says crew access, so hopefully I'll be able to swing that without the need of ladders anymore. Ironically, the one thing I was saving up for. The mobile processing lab, we will move the scientist and the engineer down here, and we're going to take every piece of manpower we've got to the moon. So this is the science lab. Got a science junior which we can fit underneath, but it doesn't look right. We can take mystery goo and all sorts of stuff with us, but it just doesn't look right with this big bulky body here. That I will be. Pulley put. Utilities. We will need some power. Now we do have these, but I don't know if they will. In fact, I could always just do a quick test, can't I? Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. If I bring this down to the ground and just click launch. Now that the craft I'm thinking of sending up, I want also to be a refueling station. So it's going to need to separate. The question is, can that retract? Oh, that can retract. That's brilliant. Look at that. So, yeah, I know about the Contracts, thank you. Recover vessel. Yeah. Get back in here. So, yes, the idea that I want to have, I'm going to leave something circling the Mun I can refuel. The idea being, if I stick a fuel tank on here, sorry, and then an engine, come back up to the top a bit, utility, and then a docking port. See, I'm going to have none of this stuff with me. Actually scares me a lot more than it should. Put the surface. Oh, and we're going to need... Yeah, see, it's been a while since I built rockets. You'll have to bear with me. So this is important, that is very important. This isn't so much. Open you up. Right in. And then we'll go back to science. No, utility, and we'll grab... Don't we want command and control? Advanced inline stabilizer. That will help us turn generally. Then we want run a battery. As you can see, the batteries are kind of piddly. In fact, they're not even the ones I want. I wanted these ones. Now power, I've been told I'm a bit paranoid about power, and I'm quite happy to agree with that assertion. Down to the fact that I have actually lost power a couple of times while flying. Can I attach... that upside down there? And it scared me to bits. Stick that on top. Have a couple of parameters. So this bit's the boring bit, you know, you want to skip 20 minutes into the video while I set all of this up. And we'll take plenty of science. That's what I'm actually I don't need that much mission. That's what I'm aiming for here. I can't actually see that on that surface center. How nice. Go for 8 in total. And I'm hoping to get enough science basically to unlock rovers. That's what all of this shipbuilding's about at this moment in time. Oop, there's the docking clamp I want, which wants to go on there, so remember where that is. Next thing I need is shield. No, that one. There we go. So we got a heat shield. Right. I need to be able to unhook that, so utility, nope. Structural. Rocker Max Brand decoupler, and then you go on there. And that is what is basically going to be leaving Minmus. Not Minmus, the Mun. I'm going to the Mun. Not Minmus yet. But I'm obviously going to need to go into utility. And I'm going to need an extendo ladder. I'm going to want to put it there. No, I'm not. I'm going to want to put it here. Because that's where all my crew stuff seems to be. It's on the back. Although I don't know where this actually exits. So that's going to be interesting. Photo panel. Get you. And can you go on the side of the science? Right, scared, don't need landing struts. We've got new landing struts, so that's going to be interesting. The first thing I need though is more fuel. And the reason why I'm going to do it like this, and the reason why I keep doing it like this... Oh, noticed an error. This thing goes... I want to extend that just so I can see just how piddly of a job I've just done. It gives it a bit more range, so it doesn't matter all that much. I thought I did quite a good job there. Turns out I haven't. So, structural. We want radial decouplers. Go. The 3. Want them to surround this quite nicely. And they're going to be my landing legs, basically. As well as giving it a bit more fuel. Because what we're taking off is, well, landing is going to be scary, basically. Especially considering I'm still going to be only using the one rocket. Landing structural, no, it's utility. If I, yeah, see, that's just not low enough. Knew that was going to be a problem. But I don't want that lower than the engine too much. Is that going to be low enough? That should be low enough. Yeah, at this point, I'm still in that phase where I want it. I mean, these aren't even lined up correctly. Yeah, I'm still in that phase of the game where I'm kind of scared of breaking everything, so... Especially coming into land and stuff like that. I've been told that I'm absurd on my landing procedures. Which I found quite funny. Because it took me like so many swipes to get into the atmosphere and whatnot. So, we'll make this a little bit more aerodynamic with a nose cone. That ladder should go in there quite nicely. Structural, and we'll attach a strut. Just to stop the wobble that will eventually come. Next, another decoupler. So this is going to be the main oomph that gets us into space. And we're going to try asparagus staging, which I've been told is all the rage. I think 3 should be enough. Considering we're going to have multiple of these. Go with another skipper. And then I want... Now, he's told me the best way to build this, and I will admit, it went a little over my head. I want radial decouplers, and then you want radial decouplers again, and then you want basically to build yourself one of these. I always have trouble getting them on top. You pull it to the side, you can roll copy, put it back on, zoom out a bit, paste. Which doesn't seem to have worked. I hadn't even attached the engine or anything to it yet either, so because that was a bad time to do so. Attach the engine. We'll just build the other fuel tanks. Shouldn't be too difficult. Wow. Come on, there we go. Yeah. Down at the bottom there. it just me or is this just not? Oh, nope. There we go. Right at the top again. This is madness. Hang on, hang on. Nope. Yeah, and 2IT. You know, the first one was dead easy to do. Just madness. Could do is move you to the side. One like that. Stick to the bottom. Rotating is not doing anything, it's sticking in the wrong place. Not the snap mode. Now why did the first one just work and this one just not? Just move you out the way. Let's see if this works now. Ah! Two conflicting pieces. Right, there we go. You are not quite aligned. There we go. And last but not least, rockets. So that's a lot of rocket power. Now comes the apparently tricky bit. Firstly, rush. That didn't attach. That did. Yeah. That's not the tricky part. The absolute tricky part is, if I ever find it. Why can I? Oh, there it is. This bit. So. This one wants to connect to that, and then this one wants to connect, well, basically like that. And that seems to work quite nicely, and this is called asparagus staging. The heavens know why. Right, engines. If we're going for docking, have I even unlocked them yet? We've got some mono-propellant tanks. Ah, here we go. Thruster blocks. So what's that about there? Oh, no, we're still stuck on free mode. Oh. So the mono-propellant's just going to help us re-dock. The idea. I'm not even sure if this thing will take off. See, see if I... It's absolutely... Ah, right, this doesn't use up monopropellant half as fast as that does. So that's probably a bit slower. Got reaction wheel already in. Hopefully it'll be enough. Suppose we need some monopropellant tanks. How much monopropellant do you come with? 30 units. You don't come with any. Yeah, that's 60 units. Yeah. But that should give me enough monopropellant to do whatever I need to do. Looks very spacey. So, yeah, this main chunk I want floating around the Mun, and then this will hopefully be fuel from around the Mun. That is the idea, and it is completely untested. So if it doesn't work, Well, there'll be egg on my face, but we're taking the parts up anyhow. If I can find things. Ah, there we go. So, the idea is these are left on the mun. And then I can use as much fuel as I like to basically land. And then import. Using that docking port, hopefully I can redock with what should be this left on circling the planet. Hopefully life will be good. So, last but not least, we need them. There we go. Need some aerodynamics. Like so. Make our rocket pretty. Ideally, I'd like to try and save all of this asparagus staging, so we're going to need some parachutes. Wow, I have spent too long building this. Way longer than I thought I would. I'm playing that many games at the moment, just trying to find out what will work and what won't. My brain's a little fried when it comes to other games. Oh no, that will set free. So we want to try and save the engine. So land it fuel tank first. That's the idea. None of this will be salvageable. We've got parachutes up here. Can we check just to see? Will it be under utility? Not going to be aerodynamics. Will it be under command and control? Not under science. It's got to be under. There we go. I'm not sure if one's going to be enough. That's my main concern, is one's not going to be enough. So what I am going to do is I'm going to add another 2 parachutes. Now that might be overkill, but I am very nervous about this new rocket of mine. I don't even think this is going to take off, let alone anything else. We'll have M3 there. And then we will start getting onto the complex task. So, up here we've got that nose cone and them 2 side ones. Are you lit up? Stop lighting up. And them 2 side ones. Yeah, we've got that, and that engine fires at the same time. Nope. We actually just create a new. Yeah. So that will decouple, and this is basically my landing back on the planet on Kerbal phase. That fires, but when that fires, we also want that to decouple. Yeah, that's looking right. So, now the complex part. We want all our engines to fire at the same time. So all them engines are going to fire at the same time. Stage 7, stage 5. Where's stage 5? It looks like once I start losing some of this, just to where I'm not. I haven't actually got enough thrust. That's got to be greater than 1. But I haven't got enough thrust to actually escape anywhere. That's not going to work. That rocket is not going to work. Full stop. So we've got all of them firing. All of them, which is kind of wrong. Which ones do we want to go first? Yeah, these ones want to go first. So if I drag them up into him, drag you up to you, drag you up into you, drag you to you. What are these then? Ah, right, they get rid of the additional fuel tanks. They want to be up here. Like so. So that can release them when they get empty. They haven't even got... Oh yes, they do. So I don't have enough thrust to weight ratio to even get off the planet at the moment. Nice simple fix for that. Hopefully will work. Engine, kickback, solid. So, these will decouple. Actually, I want them to decouple first, because they will empty first. I want all engines to kick in at the same time. There we go, we've got a thrust to weight ratio that's well within limits. Max delta V is off the charts. In fact, I could probably get rid of one of the... In fact, I'm gonna do that. This one's a building episode, if you've not realised. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take... Let's get rid of them a second, and I'm gonna take this top one off. All the rockets. I still keep over here. And that's actually helped out my thrust to weight ratio quite a lot. Structural. Rocker Max brand. Rocker Max brand. Aerodynamics. And I do realise I've lost a lot of my trucks and everything, so don't worry too much. Patch. There'll be a structural. And then fuel tanks. You guys will be going over here. Actually, you guys will be going. So, just make sure that I've got that the right way around. You guys fire off first. Yep, that's looking good. No, you guys. Right, and our thrust and our delta V still remain quite high just by removing them fuel tanks. The next job, get this back on, so I might not need them kickbacks after all. Them up there. Right, got our pilot. Make sure that that's all set. Yep, 2 pilots and 2 people in mobile plus map. So, now we're going to the moon. The idea was to leave this on the planet, and I've only just realised that that's what I said I wanted to do. But I have run out of time. I do have an idea. I think I'll just try and get the rover as fast as I can and just launch a rover into space. So we've got the Mun Flyaway Lab. And next episode we will try to launch this thing. I've been ND War, this has been Kerbal Space Program, and Asparagus... Who the funk? Goodbye for now.